Hare Krishna, kindly start the Namamrita. Hare Krishna, welcome to Morning Amritvani program. His Grace Rupavilas Prabhuji will be giving his transcendental words of wisdom. His Grace Ram Kripa Prabhuji will be reading the Namamrita, followed by Srila Prabhupada quote, followed by Srila Prabhupada Lilamrit, and thereafter you will recite the slokas. Welcome to everyone once again. Hare Krishna.
Display on full screen. Nobody can read like this.
Prabhu, are you able to see the screen?
माता जी फोन को रोटेट कर दो फिर ठीक दिखेगा.
Okay, Rupavati Mataji, you may
प्रभु
start
जी
reading.
मैं कर नहीं पा रही. अच्छा मैं रीड करती हूँ. हरे कृष्णा, दंडवत प्रणाम. Sri Namamrit, the nectar of the holy name. Krishna, being attracted, appears himself in his glorification. Narad Muni to Srila Vyasadev. The Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, whose glories and activities are pleasing to hear at once, appears on the seat of my heart, as if called for. As soon as I begin to chant his holy name activities, the absolute personality of Godhead is not different from his transcendental name, form, pastime, and sound vibrations thereof. As soon as a pure devotee engages himself in the pure devotional service of hearing, chanting, and remembering the name, fame, and activity of the Lord, at once he becomes visible to the transcendental eyes of the pure devotees by reflecting himself on the mirror of the heart by spiritual television. Therefore, a pure devotee who is related with the Lord in loving transcendental service can experience the presence of the Lord at every moment. It is a natural psychology in every individual case that a person like to hear and enjoy his personal glories enumerated by others. That is a natural instinct, and the Lord, being also an individual personality, like others, is not an exception to this psychology because psychological characteristics visible in the individual souls are but reflections of the same psychology in the absolute Lord. The only difference is that the Lord is the greatest personality of all and absolute in all his affairs. If therefore the Lord is attracted by the pure devotees chanting of his glories, there is nothing astonishing. Since he is absolute, he can appear himself in the picture of his glorification, the two things being identical. Srila Narad chants the glorification of the Lord, not for his personal benefit, but because the glorifications are identical with the Lord. Narad Muni penetrates into the presence of the Lord by the transcendental chanting. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.6.33. Hare Krishna. Prabhupada quote, 6th August. Our society is like one big family, and our relationship should be based on the love and trust. We must give up the fighting spirit and use our intelligence to push ahead. Letter to Upendra, August 6, 1970. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada Leela Amrit. And the family was growing. In 1921, Abhay and his wife had their first child, a son, and there would be more children and more income would be needed. Earning money meant sacrificing time and energy, and it meant, at least externally, being distracted from the mission of Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati. Indian culture had the highest regard for the family institution, and divorce was unheard of. Even if a man was in great financial difficulty, he would remain with his wife and children. Although Abhay expressed regret at not being a sannyasi disciple in the Gaudiya Mutt, he never seriously considered leaving his young wife so early in their marriage. Gaur Mohan was pleased to hear of his son's attraction to a Vaishnav guru, but he never expected Abhay to abandon responsibilities and enter the renounced order. A Vaishnava could remain with wife and family, practice spiritual life at home, and even become active in preaching. Abhay would have to find ways to serve the mission of Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati as a family man. Abhay thought that if he were to become very successful in business, then he could spend money not only to support his family, but also help support Srila Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati's mission of spreading Krishna consciousness. An astrologer had even predicted that Abhay would become one of the wealthiest men in India. But with his present income, he could do little more than provide for his family needs. He thought he might do better trying to develop a business on his own. Hare Krishna, Bhagavad Gita 11.19. अनाधिमध्यन्तम् अनन्तवीर्यम् अनन्तबाहुं शशिसूर्या नेत्रं पश्यामि त्वामदीप्त उत्सा वक्त्रं स्वजसा स्वतेजसा विश्वम् idam tapantam. Translation: You are without origin, middle, or end. Your glory is unlimited. You have numberless arms, and the sun and the moon are your eyes. I see you with the blazing fire coming forth from your mouth, burning this entire universe by your own radiance. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.11.9. नन्वा एकस्य पराधाने प्रसंगात् भावो बहवो हताः भ्रात भरात् भरातुर्वाधा भित्वतामा तव्यांगा भतर्वत्सलः. Translation: My dear son, it has been proved that you are very much affectionate toward your brother and are greatly aggravated at his being killed by the yakshas. But just consider, for one yaksha's offense, you have killed many others, who are innocent. Hare Krishna. CC Madhya 4.150. गोपाला चंदा मागे सुनी भक्त गाना आनंदे चंदना lagi karila yatana. Translation: When all the devotees at Jagannath Puri heard the Gopal deity wanted sandalwood in great pleasure, they all endeavored to collect it. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. श्री श्री राधारास बिहारी भगवान की जय, ललिता सखी विशाखा माता की जय, गिरिराज गोवर्धन महाराज की जय, सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय, गौरांग निताय महाप्रभु की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, मॉर्निंग चैंटिंग प्रोग्राम की जय, समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय. शृण्वतां स्वकथा कृष्ण पुण्य श्रवण कीर्तना हृदयन्तस्तो हि अभद्राणि विधिनोति सुहसिताम्. It is said, when we start glorifying, when we start chanting the holy name, Lord who is sitting in our heart, start listening to it. Shunvatam Swakatha Krishna, Punya Shravana Kirtana, which is the highest punya in anybody's life, is Punya Shravana Kirtana. Listening and chanting is the highest punya. And what happens when we do that? Shunvatam Swakatha Krishna, Punya Shravana Kirtana, Hridayantasto hi abhadrani, Vidhanoti Shuhatsatam. Whatever the abhadras are there, whatever unwanted things are there in our heart, Vidhanoti Shuhatsatam. He starts cleaning. This direct impact is that Lord is inside us, but we are not able to realize it because of our anarthas. If you want to see your face on a mirror which is covered by the dust, you will not be able to see yourself. You have to clean the dust. Similarly, Lord is there everywhere, but our mind, our intelligence is polluted by material consciousness. So, Lord takes the responsibility of cleaning that polluted or dust from the heart, from the mind, and from the intelligence. And that what happens, we can start presence of the Lord everywhere. We can see the Lord everywhere. Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena. Santa sadeva hridayeshu vilokayanti yam shama sundaram achintya gunaswarupa govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. With the premanjana, with the love oriented eyes, with the bhakti eyes, the devotee can see the Lord everywhere and experience the Lord everywhere. So when we are chanting with love and devotion, we can see the Lord everywhere. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada has created a society where the entire world can live inside it. He created a temple where all the world can live inside it. But the condition for living is love and trust. We should have love for the Lord and love for the devotees, and we should have trust that Lord Krishna is the supreme caretaker of everything. We are the servants, and we have to serve the mission. With that trust, we should live in this society, and we should try to push in this society. Srila Prabhupada had his first child in 1921, and he was regretting that I didn't become a sannyasi because the astrology had told that he would be becoming one of the biggest, rich man in India. But we see this entire his entire life, Srila Prabhupada became a beggar. Huh? He was complete beggar. Instead, he had started doing his business. And with Krishna's mercy, 3 times, Krishna spoiled his business. And he had to leave everything. Now I want to ask, was the prediction that the astrology had done was wrong or right? That he will become one of the richest person. Huh? Was it right or wrong?
Right.
Somebody can tell. Huh?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes.
Right.
Why it is right? He was a beggar throughout his life.
So Prabhu, as we understand, it was Krishna's design that
Huh.
he uses all his resources, time,
Huh.
energy, and knowledge for propagating the name, the Krishna consciousness. And as
Yes.
fate would have it, he went on to construct 108 temples during his lifetime, and
Huh.
thereafter it has been increasing.
And even today, the wealth of Srila Prabhupada is increasing. The wealth of Srimad Bhagavatam, what he has given. The wealth of the love of the Lord that he has distributed. It is incomparable to what Warren Buffett or, Dhirubhai Ambani or this Ambani or Tatas and Birlas, they left. They left their money and they have gone away. Huh? And we do not know which yoni have they have gone. But Srila Prabhupada has left a legacy, has left, the name. क्या रह जाता है आदमी का? उसका नाम रह जाता है. So the astrology, what he has predicted, that he will become one of the richest man, was exactly right. But in his entire life, we see that he tried to increase his business, and and Krishna very nicely As he tried to increase his business, he brought it to zero. 3 times happened. 3 times. He became a pauper. And ultimately, while leaving to America, he had only 40 rupees. Huh? So we'll see how in his Grahastha life he's nicely engaged and he had a plan that I'll have a business and through that business I will I will have my family and that money I will use it. But no, Krishna has some different plan. Krishna says, no, this will not work. That way it will not work. I have a different plan for you. So you have to leave everything. You have to surrender everything. And then I will see that how you become rich. So this is what we learn, that we may have our plan, but Krishna has his plan for devotees. So we can go forward. Arjuna was able to see numberless you know, arms, and he would see that the eyes of the Lord were like the sun and the moon, and the mouth, entire fire was coming out of the mouth, and it was burning the entire universe by its radiance. In Bhagavatam, Dhruv Maharaj is given the knowledge that what he is doing is wrong. Only one yaksha had killed, but you have killed hundreds and thousands of yaksha, which were actually innocent. So why you are doing such a killing which is not authorized? So after listening to Swayambhu Munu and all the rishis, Dhruv Maharaj stops the fight and go back. As far as Sisi is concerned, when other devotees in Jagannath Puri came to know about the mission for which Madharendra Puri has came, the mission which Gopal Ritti has given to bring the Chandana, everybody was very happy, and they said that we also will be joining in your mission for bringing the Chandan for Gopal deities. So one important lesson we learn: when you discuss the mission with the devotees, they get the inspiration to work together for a mission. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.